You are watching the Gamecreds.com Invitational, cast by myself, Total Biscuit. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. KenZy in the orange trunks playing Zerg at the Eastern Hand side, I suppose. Eastern Hand? Is there an Eastern Hand? There is now, because I made sure that that was the case. 8 PM is madness. And at the top of the map, we got Nani in the yellow trunks playing Protoss. Should be good, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really should be. I do not see why not. All the Dignitas guys are fantastic. I haven't really had much of a chance to cast anyone from against all authorities, but the fact of the matter is, if they have gotten this far to the RO8 of this particular tournament, then they are no slouches. There is no question about that. And I do keep hearing their name every now and again, which is kind of helpful. I'm hearing the name of these guys. Are they any good? As it happens, of course, they are. Right, pylon going up right here for Nani. No big surprises whatsoever. I would expect to see a fast expansion almost immediately from KenZy, simply because this is a boss map to do it on. It really is really easy to go and expand right there. Pretty much no threat whatsoever. Continues to build these drones because he knows he's not going to be under any threat anytime soon. Scouts on the way up. Nani's going to find pretty much what he expects initially. Nothing there yet because, of course, he doesn't have the cash. Does he have 14 supply? He does now. But instead, KenZy's actually going a little bit of a safer build. He's gone for his extractor first. That means, of course, he can get out his speedlings a little bit quicker. It would be pretty unusual not to see a fast expansion on this map, because it's just such a beautiful map to do it on. Then again, bear in mind that sneaky bastards like Nani can mess with your build a little bit. But there you go, spawning pool. In fact, he's not going to do that, maybe thinking that Nani's going to mess with his build if he tries to go for the fast expansion down there. What do Protoss usually do, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you probably know that by now. Protoss have this annoying tendency to build a pylon in your natural expansion, and it's very, very unpleasant, and nobody likes it. They hate it, Precious. They hate it. Will he build a pylon? Well, he certainly got the money for it. The question is, who is going to psych out first? Got a little bit of chicken being played here, as far as I'm concerned. KenZy just sitting there thinking, no, I don't need to bother with it. I'm not going to bother with the fast expansion. I'm going to get my speedlings out, and then your probe can't harass me at all, because it's going to get eaten. Nom, 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 nom. No problem whatsoever. In the meantime, Overlord scouts a Cybernex core and a gateway for Nani, and no one is surprised by that at all. Because, hey, Protoss are all into that efficiency stuff. You know, they're very much identical in terms of their openings. There's very little variety you can have there, and that is the way they like it, damn it. You know, I always like to believe that the Protoss are kind of German, you know. Germans all about the efficiency. We will build a pylon, and then we will build a gateway, and then we will build a cybernetics core. There will be no deviation. You know, it's entirely possible. You know, I love my German fans, incidentally. Big fan of Germany. And there you go. That's the great thing about this build. I've seen it a little bit... No sound on my stream? Why would there be no sound on my stream? Define sound on my stream. Are you talking about this? I mean, is my sound just too low? Maybe I should up the volume a little bit? I don't know. I do not know. Doesn't really help when you say no sound. There must be some kind of sound, surely. Nibble, nibble. Nani, Nani, Nani. You're gonna get your probe eaten. It's as simple as that. That could be very unpleasant. Just a little bit of nibbling going on. Speedling upgrade. Where is that? Anyway, ooh, speedling upgrade almost done. Again, that's the great thing about that opening for the Zerg. It's a wonderful thing about that opening for the Zerg. It's so difficult to mess with it, because you can dump the hatchery down later once your speedlings are out, and you don't really have to worry too much. And it's not a huge difference. You know, there is obviously a certain amount of difference. It would be nice if the hatchery is down a little bit earlier, but it is a much, much safer build to go with. In the meantime, Nani's going with what I would also consider to be a safe build. That is the 4-gateway strategy. A lot of pressure can be applied there. The question is, where is the proxy pylon? There it is. That's where the pressure is going to be applied from. Will it be spotted? Right now, not so much. Now, those 4 gateways have been spotted by KenZy. So KenZy counters with a Roach Warren. Going to bring his Roach Warren up pretty quickly. That is fairly essential, let's be totally honest. If you're up against 4 gateways, you know, maybe some of you don't really know an awful lot about StarCraft, but the basic principle behind 4 gateways is you place 4 gateways down, you place a pylon somewhere really inconvenient for your opponent, and then you hit them really, really hard. And I do mean really, really hard. You put on so much pressure. Nani with a 2nd pylon and a 3rd pylon just to make this ultra secure. That's going to be really difficult to repulse. How do you counter this? Well, mostly with spine crawlers, roaches, and zerglings. Unfortunately, that natural expansion is under grave, grave threat right now. 16 zerglings on the way will be enough to kill those 4 stalkers, but he's driven him away from his mineral line, which means no mining. Can he kill the queen? He's not going to kill the queen. He takes the queen. Very unpleasant. Nibble Nibble says that single zergling desperately trying trying to defend his brood. It's not going to happen, though. 4 more Zealots incoming from Nani. Like I said, this is a good strategy, a very strong strategy. Will it be repulsed by KenZy? He's going to need a little bit more than that. More streaming in, and this is going to become a critical mass kind of situation. Nailed down the reinforcements, a very efficient way of doing things. Try, divide, and conquer. Spinecrawler now being deployed, but Zergling's getting torn apart at a rapid rate. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4. Will we see any more? Of course we will. Nani's getting munched apart, but it's not going to be enough. No question about that. KenZy needs way more than that single Spinecrawler. Mofo, oh, wow, wow, wow. More focus coming in, and that's it. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Quite quick 4 gateway strategy there for Nani, and it worked beautifully.